I'm gonna clean up this mess, retighten the rig, retune the rig, and then I think we're gonna head to Todd Harbor. It's only about 6 miles, so even if we had the motor all the way, we're fine. It's about 2 hours or less. However, when I was out there working on the rig, I noticed the anchor line is comically tangled on all the X trees that are at the bottom. I mean, it is ridiculous. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to unfoul all of that. It's kind of weird, you know, like the trees at the bottom were cut off. They're all cut off about 3 foot down. So I don't know if the rangers come through at low water, or if this empties out and the trees grow and then they cut. I don't know. It's weird, but they're not broken off. They're all cut off. So I'm not sure what that's about, but at any rate, I got a bunch of basically poles sticking out of the ground, and the anchor line is like zigzagged around, like, I don't know. I'll let you know how many, but I'm guessing there's one I saw, it's gone around this post like 3 or 4 times. So could take me a couple hours to fix that. Anyway, I'm gonna get to cleaning up, and I should probably eat something before heading out. It's right around noon right now. Okay, yeah. So I fed myself, everything, the boat's put away, all the rigging's put away. We're ready to go on to the next adventure, which is going to be Todd Harbor. It's about 5.5 miles from here. Probably motor all the way. I think the wind's directly out of the west. But first, I gotta untangle myself from down below. So this should be interesting. No idea how long it's going to take. It's currently 3 o'clock. I don't really count that. It's more like 2 o'clock because of we're basically directly north of Madison. Michigan's weird. So, basically we've got about 6 or 7 hours before dark. So should be plenty of time to take down and get there. So, all right, time to retrieve that anchor. It was wrapped around seven different logs. So pretty happy that I was able to get it out without much more issue. Let's get the hell out of this cove. I'll put away the anchor underway. So these are the 2 anchors I'm carrying with me. I got, I don't know, this is some sort of Danforth. I think it's about 4 pounds, 5 pounds. Came with the boat. Fairly useless. I kind of use it as a lunch hook or a temporary hook. It's flat and it's easy to pull in and out, and it's light. I bought this. This is a Mantis M2, 17 pounds. I like it because it's a monster anchor for this boat, but it packs pretty flat. I made this little plywood sled for it, so I can pack it down into the starboard locker. So grocery bags that have 150 foot of chain or line and 15 foot of chain on them, so I can run both hooks if I need to, or if I happen to lose one or have to cut one free. I've got a backup. So, all right, we're on the en route to Todd Harbor. Actually, only about an hour out yet. About an hour from the turn into the harbor. So there's a dock there. It's not really much of a harbor that I can tell, at least from the charts and maps. Yeah, it's like 43 degrees on the water. It's not super warm, but the sun is blazing. I got a UV index of like 6 on the weather station, so it feels pretty warm. There's like maybe a half a knot of wind from the west, which is directly the way that we're going, so not even really a chance to sail there. Sea trials for the repair will have to wait for another day. Yeah, overall in much better spirits now that project got done. Was not happy to find that, but c'est la vie. It's kind of weird out here today. There's like, since it's so calm, seeing like weird reflections off in the distance. It's hard to tell what's land and what's a reflection of land on the... See, it looks like there's a point there, but there's no point there. I think that's just there's a point. There is a point. The higher one is definitely a point, but the closer one is not. That's some sort of weird reflection, and it's happening back here as well. So, like, they look like the cliffs are like. It looks like the cliffs are super tall and super straight, but they're not. They're little rocks. So it's like oddly reflecting back towards me. Some sort of weird mirage. Okay, made it to Todd Harbor. A couple of notes. Possibly the most beautiful place we've been to yet. Harbor's super shallow. Like my rudder hit is coming in on the end of the dock. So pulled that up. There's a fallen log over here at the bow. I was set up for port side docking. And so I took it and I just made it by an inch before hitting that thing. So I'm going to move it around to this side, bow out, but it is really shallow, so I'll have to push off and then put the rudder down to get out of here. Not a big deal, but if you draw more than I do, you probably are not getting in here. This side of the dock is a little deeper. One of these days I'll measure. Actually, I can do that today. I will measure what my rudder draws, and then I can tell you how deep that is. Depth finder says 2.9. Yeah, I'd guess 3 foot. I haven't calibrated my depth finder yet. I put it in at the last moment, but really a beautiful harbor. There's nobody here. It doesn't even seem like anybody's been here in a while. There's a fire ring and a picnic table. I haven't gone too far in yet, so I haven't seen like what the facilities look like. But this is supposed to be some sort of campground, so my guess is that there's a pit. There's a pit toilet up there somewhere, maybe. Fire-wise, yeah, fire ring here. People have been here, just maybe not in a while. It's crazy. It's a really nice place. But it is like really far away from everything else. To the west of here is Wendigo, but it's like literally half the island away. Oh. My guess is that way to the toilets. I don't know. We'll find out. But wow, I'm happy with this one. It's going to be a nice evening. And then tomorrow the plan is going to be depends on the wind. So forecast calls for an east wind. If it's an east wind, we're gonna continue west around to Wendigo. If it's not, we'll go back the other way. It's further to Wendigo and then down yet than it is back, but just. So the wind will tell us which direction to go. So yeah, I'm gonna move the boat around and then button it up a little bit and settle in. Okay, so I found the privy. It is way up the hill in the group site. Oh, might not be alone. Just so you know what you're getting into. Bring your own roll. I've not seen one. Okay, a little awkward. Not as alone as I thought. There's some campers here. I was videoing the privy. Someone came up on me, gave me a weird look. So, all right. Well, suffice to say, bring your own toilet paper. These are not great facilities. No running water and stuff. It's real primitive. So. Rock Harbor is the only place that I've seen that has anything different. So they're kind of like a full. I'm guessing Wendigo will be the same way, but besides Wendigo and Rock Harbor, it's a primitive island, man.